Hello. This video is for anyone with their sun or ascendant in Leo. In recent weeks, dear Leos, you've likely found yourselves caught in a strange internal contradiction. Externally, people still expect endless energy, confidence, and bold moves from you. But internally, a deep exhaustion is building up from having to constantly play the role of the unshakable leader. Lately, a lot of your power and effort has been drained by behind-the-scenes tasks invisible to those around you, while your usual ways of displaying strength just aren't clicking. You've hit a wall where trying to maintain control on the outside drains whatever energy you have left, without bringing the recognition or results you actually want. There is nothing wrong with you. Right now, your main battlefield and prep work are simply hidden from view, and the old habit of burning the candle at both ends just for show requires a complete overhaul. The good news is that September 2026 will be a month of deep resource gathering and preparation for a massive personal breakthrough. Until September 28th, Mars completes its transit through your 12th house of the subconscious and hidden processes, a time for quiet groundwork. Then on September 28th, Mars makes a triumphant entrance into your first house of self, kicking off a brand new 2-year cycle of massive personal drive. Uranus stationing retrograde on September 10th in your 11th house will force you to rethink your long-term goals and social circle, while the month climaxes with a full moon on September 26th at 4 degrees of Aries, in your 9th house of worldview, big ambitions, and legal matters. Let's walk through step by step how Leo can navigate this September in the best possible way. And stick around until the very end of the video for a brief neuro-integration practice designed to clear your mind and help you calmly navigate the month's challenging days. Be sure to listen all the way through, but for now, let's dive into the forecast, starting with personal strategy and finances. The first 10 days of the month are great for money matters. With a strong Mercury moving through your 2nd house of income, and a new moon forming at 18 degrees of Virgo before September 11th, you can bring impeccable order to your personal budget, lock in your revenue streams, and organize your expenses. However, a major shift happens on September 10th. Uranus halts and turns retrograde at 5 degrees of Gemini, in your 11th house of community, social projects, and future plans. At this point, Uranus joins for other outer planets already in retrograde, meaning all 5 collective giants are slowing down outer events simultaneously. On the exact same day, Mercury enters Libra, your 3rd house of communication and information, while Venus moves into Scorpio, your 4th house. Starting September 10th, Uranus retrograde in the 11th house calls for a review of your networking strategy and team projects. Trying to launch big, spontaneous group endeavors out of nowhere might hit a wall. It's time to audit your connections and restructure your long-term vision. On September 16th and 17th, Mars in your 12th house forms a smooth, harmonious trine to retrograde Saturn in your 9th house. These are unique days for quiet, behind-the-scenes work. You can successfully wrap up legal issues, settle long-standing paperwork, or finalize a crucial project milestone without drawing unnecessary attention. On September 18th, as Mercury from the 3rd house forms a strict opposition to Saturn, your patience will be tested in travel, negotiations, and paperwork. You might run into red tape, harsh demands from experts, or missing information. On September 18th, it is crucial not to let pride get the best of you. Avoid picking fights with authority figures, and keep your emotions in check. Your best tools will be solid arguments, clear phrasing, and sticking calmly to the rules. Then, on September 28th, comes the biggest astrological shift of the month for you. Mars enters Leo, right into your 1st house. This brings a massive surge of physical energy, charisma, and willpower. Everything you've been building and preparing in the shadows gets a green light for real-world action. Now let's look at how these astrological shifts in September will impact your interactions with loved ones, colleagues, and partners. Starting September 10th, When Venus enters Scorpio, your fourth house of family, roots, and private life, the emotional temperature at home will rise significantly. Deep bonding and intimacy come to the forefront, but so might an urge to control household matters or defensively guard your home space. Venus in Scorpio has no patience for surface-level small talk. Total honesty is needed at home. On September 10th and 18th, avoid issuing bossy ultimatums or pulling rank on your family. It will only trigger quiet resentment. Mercury's shift into Libra on September 10th gives you a fantastic opportunity to smooth over any rough edges in daily communication, hold important discussions with relatives or neighbors, and expand your professional network using charm and diplomacy. The emotional peak of the month arrives on September 26th with the full moon at 4 degrees of Aries. It takes place in your ninth house, the sector of core beliefs, higher education, international affairs, and legal matters. This full moon will bring a major personal or legal chapter to a resolution. You may clearly realize which beliefs or partnerships have run their course and no longer fit your grander vision. The golden rule for Leo on September 26th. Don't make dramatic exits or try to prove you're right out of spite. Use this moment to coolly solidify your authority. When we bottle up our emotions for too long, our bodies start taking the hit. Let's move on to your physical resources and mind-body health. For the vibrant, regal nature of Leo, September 2026 places special demands on keeping your cardiovascular health in check and supporting your spine. Until September 28th, while Mars remains in the 12th house, your energy is directed inward. Trying to force yourself to work at maximum capacity could lead to burnout, insomnia, or hidden inflammation. In the first half of the month, the main psychosomatic indicator for Leo will be tightness in the upper back, chest pressure, and shoulder tension. In somatic therapy, the chest and heart area are directly tied to a fear of showing vulnerability, suppressed resentment, and the habit of putting on a brave face despite fatigue. On September 18th, during the Mercury-Saturn opposition, it is vital to lighten your mental load. Give your back a rest, and avoid overtaxing your heart. After September 28th, as Mars moves into your first house, your physical vitality will skyrocket, but you'll need to watch out for burnout, minor injuries, or overheating. The best way to protect your vitality this month is through quality sleep, back massages, moderate exercise, and knowing when to step back to recharge. Around the full moon on September 26th, give yourself a real break, steer clear of high-stress public situations, and get grounded. Let's pull your entire September picture together into a clean, actionable blueprint so you can cut through the mental clutter. Through September 10th to 11th, organize your finances and secure your income channels under the strong Mercury and Virgo new moon. September 10th, adjust long-term goals as Uranus turns retrograde in the 11th house, and bring care to your home life as Venus enters Scorpio. September 16th to 17th and 18th, solidify your position behind the scenes during the Mars-Saturn trine, and stick strictly to facts in travel and paperwork during the Mercury-Saturn opposition on September 18th. September 26th, wrap up legal or conceptual matters and release outdated beliefs during the 9th house full moon. September 28th, make a powerful personal launch and step fully into the spotlight as Mars enters your first house. Main focus for the month, mental focus. Shift your drive away from seeking external validation and toward deep inner restoration, paving the way for a major personal launch. Now that you know what September has in store, let's tune our minds and inner state for a wonderful month ahead. We shape our own future every single moment, and by knowing the subtleties of these cosmic shifts, we can navigate them in the best possible way. By the way, if you know your ascendant alongside your sun sign, I recommend watching both forecasts to connect the dots and get the full picture of your month. You'll find videos for all signs on the channel. However, Dry facts about dates and transits alone won't change our automatic habits. Still, we build our future moment by moment, and understanding these astro insights lets us handle them with ease. So let's take the first step together. Drop a comment below with your Leo power statement for this month. I show my true strength through stillness. Like this video and subscribe to the channel if our approach resonates with you. Now let's transition into our integrative neuro-tuning practice. It's crafted using neuro-linguistic principles to help your brain deeply relax your body, clear mental noise, and step into a state of calm, composed observation. And here's something important. If you're driving right now, walking down the street, working out, or doing chores, you don't need to stop, close your eyes, or pause what you're doing. This session is designed to work directly with your subconscious, even if it's playing in the background while you go about your day. Your brain will still absorb the key mental cues and start releasing physical tension. Just keep moving, let my voice carry in the background, and stay tuned until the end to fully lock in your inner strength for the month ahead. Ready? Let's begin. Take a slightly deeper breath in, and a slow, gentle exhale. You don't need to try hard to relax. Just feel the fabric of your clothes against your skin. Feel the weight of your shoulders. Notice the support underneath your feet if you're standing or walking, or behind your back if you're sitting down. Right now, your body is doing an incredible job keeping you grounded and balanced in a changing world. Let your facial muscles soften. Unclench your jaw. Let your shoulders drop down just a fraction. Simply breathe out any built-up tension. No matter what happens around you this month, whatever transits, chaos, or outside noise try to pull you off center, there is a place of absolute quiet within you. It's your breath. It's the steady rhythm of your heart. It's your capacity to simply observe. You are not your anxious thoughts. You are the observer watching those thoughts drift by like clouds. With every breath in, you reclaim your cool composure. With every breath out, you shed external pressure and busyness. You've handled things before. You will handle this now with complete ease. Your body knows how to be resilient. Your mind knows how to stay clear. Just breathe and keep moving forward on your path. To do deeper, targeted therapeutic work, release deep-seated stress, and reframe the intense astrological aspects of this month at a physical level, click the link in the video description. You'll find a full 10-minute deep immersion session there. I recommend listening to it whenever you need to regain your focus and calm during demanding days. Subscribe to the channel and save that link. Take care of your energy and see you in the next videos.